Alright, is it on right now?
Is it on your gaming channel or your productions channel?
Productions.
Oh, alright, let's see. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, oops. Oh, hold up. My mistake.
Oogity boogity wobbity why. No more werewolf am I. I'm just gonna be a normal guy.
Oh, hold up. Alright, here it is.
Can you hear me a little bit?
Boogity boogity wobbity why. No
Oh.
Yep. No sound effects in the background?
Oh, hold up. Alright, here it is.
Alright.
Can you hear me a little bit? Boogity wobbity why.
Alright, we're good?
Alright. What we're gonna start off today with, I got a couple of news. We didn't add the last movie news on the thumbnail, but we did add the ones we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna start off with Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna talk about the new Danny Phantom graphic novel and what it's about. And knowing that my theory is probably right about the book. Then we're going to talk about the announcement for Jimmy Neutron sequel, Henry Danger the Movie 2 sequel, and of course talking about Avatar Last Airbender's 20th anniversary, because I never really got a chance to release the video that I wanted to release for it, which I'm still going to. I just don't have the time for it.
I was gonna make a video about the anniversary, but I had to cover a coworker's shift at the gym.
I got a vanilla milkshake from Five Guys, so
I got popcorn.
So we're not gonna get too much into the movie because it's been out. Everything's been said about it. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So I'm just gonna give my favorite part out of there. I will say my favorite part of the movie is just Shadow whooping everyone's butts throughout the movie. Like Shadows became my favorite character
Nearing the end of the film, because I was like, because when the first movie came out, I was hoping that song would appear on the soundtrack, because my friends, I would rock out to it all the time during the Super Smash Bros. Days back in elementary school. Oh, hey Avery Sar, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, and the first movie came around, there were memes about like putting that song in the movie that never, obviously they didn't do so. And the second movie, when the post-credit scene when Shadow was teased, I like screamed with joy in the theater. I was like, I now forgive this movie for not putting Live and Learn on the soundtrack, because they did low-key recreate the plot from Sonic Adventure 2 for the third movie.
I never really saw it at the time. Like, I never played much of the Sonic games.
I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2, but I'm familiar with the premise.
But Shadow, man, that
hey, Mushroom the Great, welcome to the stream. Sorry.
That character was just so wild throughout the entire movie. And, you know, I will say the one thing that kind of made me go, what is this going to do to the plot? It's just Sonic getting, I understand why he got angry, but again, like, I would have liked to see a little bit of that dark side of Sonic a little bit more.
Yeah, that was like that.
Thanks.
It's definitely the darkest out of all the Sonic movies. Also, I was gonna say, like, when I saw a trailer for the third movie, I was like, if Live and Learn isn't on the soundtrack, we riot. And lo and behold, it did appear in the movie, and I was like, I was so happy in the theater. And I guess my other part was like the ending while we say goodbye to Dr. Eggman, and he finally says, like, to his assistant, he's like, "You were my friend."
I'm not gonna lie. That honestly made me cry in the theater.
Whoever thought that a video game movie would make you cry?
Well, a lot of movies make me cry. I think Sonic 3 made me cry the most since No Way Home, since The Freaking Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
And since Rise of TMNT, the movie. That movie made me cry a lot, too.
Last two times I cried, which were more like, I feel like I call them more like manly tear moments, where you're not like full on sobbing, but you're just like, oh, you feel sadness and just boop. Like, the last time was this past January. I was on the phone with my mom after the Beartooth concert that I went to, because it was a zookeeper during my internship at the Nebraska Zoo that I was at for 12 weeks that got me hooked on them.
Yeah.
And like that concert I went to was like a week before my 2-year anniversary of ending my internship at that place. So I got they're like kind of a sentimental band to me, even though that was only like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So I was telling my mom about that, and I like was tearing up on the phone. And last time was this past October 1st when I saw The Wild Robot. That movie made me cry.
I've not seen that yet, but I heard it.
Okay, I won't spoil it for you, but I had a single manly tear moment. I saw it coming because I read the book that it was based on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really fingers crossed that movie wins the Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
Yeah.
Have you seen my review for Brave New World and the double review I did for Brave New World and Flow?
Yeah, I did.
Flow is a great movie too. I wouldn't be upset if that won that Oscar either. Anyways,
yeah, my non-spoilers review of Captain America 4 did really good. I'm doing good. Like, people understood why I was so harsh on the movie, but I got some hate as well.
I mean, I liked the movie. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just it just has a lot of missed potential, I feel like.
Yeah. It felt like
the
Incredible Hulk 2 with Edward Norton.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it would be better just if it had more Bucky in it. Oh, wait, no spoilers, right? I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah. All right, moving on from Sonic 3 to the Danny Phantom news. Pull up the article for me, my bud, because I'm not near my computer. I'm actually outside of the store because I just got.
Wait, is it? Where did you send it to me?
On Instagram.
All right, let me take a look. Also, I figured out what was wrong with the stream. I just had like copy and paste the link that you sent me onto my search tab. I was like hitting it repeatedly. That's why I was liking it. I wasn't intentionally loving these things.
Takes a while to get used to, right?
Yeah. All right, let me see. Is it this one?
Yes, sir. Read the what it's about.
Danny Phantom Fair game is officially up for pre-order from Abrams Kids. Excited to finally share this cover with y'all. This book will take place right after the events of A Glitch in Time and features a world where all the Amity Park hunts ghosts and Valerie Gray is leading the charge. Danny and friends will have to scramble to help their old friend Wolf and mediate Danny and Valerie's complicated relationship. So thankful I've gotten to work on a team with collar points and Diegs Lopez to bring forth another fun story for Nickelodeon. Due out November 4th, 2025. Pre-order the link in the bio. Sounds cool.
So as a person who read Glitch in Time and who's a big Danny Phantom fan, that was big for me. Because believe it or not, when that article came out and I saw the cover, I was uploading my Captain America Brave New World non-spoilers review.
Really?
That's why I uploaded the short first before I actually uploaded the video.
Oh, I see.
And hearing the article right now, hearing what it's about, it makes me realize that my theory that I had on my other channel that was terminated was right. Valerie is hunting down Danny after the events of Glitch in Time because Dark Danny.
Which I still haven't read yet, but I should read it. Like, if I want to read more books this year,
You need to get it on Amazon. If you can't find it anywhere, just order it from Amazon.
I'm going to avoid that if I can, possibly.
Or from the Walmart app. Order it from Walmart. It comes to your house quickly. It comes quickly than freaking Amazon. That 2003 DVD, it was supposed to be there on Saturday. It showed up on Thursday.
I can't promise I'll find it at the Barnes & Noble down the street from the gym I work at, but I'll certainly try at some point. Like,
but you seen my review. You seen what the story is like and everything, right?
Oh, hi, Mariah. Nice to meet you. I'm not sure if they're still in the stream, but if they are, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Like, you remember the review before the channel got terminated?
Yeah, I remember that. Like, Glitch in Time, I actually just got done reading Deadpool and Wolverine World War III. Now, there's a Deadpool and Wolverine comic that I picked up recently. The first 3 volumes of the series that Deadpool and Wolverine are in. So that's going to be my next book review. It's a pretty short read, so I'll keep the review fairly straight to the point.
Yeah. I might go back to graphic novel reviews when I get a chance. But once I do get my main channel back, that's definitely going to be like one of the first videos to come out, which is fair game. So my theories were right a little bit. Vlad's not in it, so I don't think Vlad's going to be in it or Dark Danny. But I was right about the Valerie part. That she's going to be leading the ghost hunters to go after Danny.
Oh, no way.
Now that she knows his identity still.
Yeah.
If you remember at the end of Glitch in Time, his identity was erased from everyone. So. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Also, we got 4 people in the stream right now. Hey, everybody, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. So my thing is, though, too, I'm going to put this right here. Dang it, my cup's not even holding it.
Where are you, Bailey?
Outside of the 3 Peppers I work at.
Oh, yeah, behold my stuff.
Jesus. Anyway, so...
I'm such a bachelor.
Yeah, I'm excited for this book. What do you think, TV Bean? Are you excited after you read A Glitch in Time? Like, what will you be looking forward to, mostly?
I'm just really looking forward to seeing the continuation of Danny's story. Did you say that takes place before, during, or after the show?
After the show.
Okay, so because I remember like Danny. I remember like back in the 2000s when both Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom were like brand spanking new shows.
Yeah.
Watched the heck out of both of them when I was a kid. Now I got Paramount Plus. I haven't been revisiting Danny Phantom as much as like Airbender or like Victorious, but that's definitely a show I
revisit it now because believe it or not, now that I'm making Danny Phantom shorts, you're gonna be returning as Vlad more often.
Oh,
and
awesome! Yes, please count me in.
I can finally announce this now that you're here because you're still voicing Vlad in this movie as well. Guys, I am going to redo Danny Phantom, A Glitch in Time as an animated movie after Danny Phantom versus the Daleks. Dalek Lloyd will help me with this project. TV Bean will reprise his role as Vlad. I will reprise my role as Danny and Dark Danny. We're going to do this. I'm excited.
I'm not getting rid of my Paramount. Sorry, I'm not getting rid of my Paramount Plus account anytime soon. I promise.
Yeah, so now that I can finally announce this. But speaking of Paramount and speaking of Nickelodeon, let's move on to our next subject. Henry Danger, the movie number 2 has been officially announced. So I'm wondering
when
this will lead off. I hope it will lead off after the events of the ending of the movie, the first one, with
where Captain Man comes back.
Yeah, Captain Man and Henry work together. Like that would be like a big turnaround. But one of the things I need them to do, because it kind of lackluster made the movie. Jesus. It made the movie good, like so much better now thinking about the movie more and more, but there was only another problem I had with the film.
What?
Charlotte was not in the goddamn film.
Oh, I haven't watched the show yet, so...
Okay, let me explain what Charlotte was doing in the show. She was the first person who found out Henry's secret identity as Kid Danger. She was the first one that worked with Captain Man and Kid Danger. She was the best friend of Henry. And throughout the show, they kind of sprinkle in that Henry and her would get together and never happened. And they mention her in the movie because the actress couldn't come back.
Really?
Because she was busy filming a horror film. Which, in my opinion, is BS.
Really?
Yeah. Because I don't think she want to do it anymore. And I understand why, but I just need her to do a cameo at least in the sequel. Like, she doesn't have to have a full-on role in the movie. I do think she needs, like, to show up at least once.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I love to see Captain Man now as the mature route, because throughout the show, he acts more like a man-child.
Meh.
Like, even the clips I show you, you can tell he acts more like a child. But I'm excited to see Missy again. She was like one of the best characters of the film. I'm happy that she becomes Henry's sidekick in the movie. at the end. So it's kind of like a switch around that Henry was a sidekick during Henry Danger, and now Henry has a sidekick, so he gets to act like the man-child now, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So it's a big switch. But again, I need Charlotte to come in. I don't care how busy her schedule is. I want her to show up in this movie, in the sequel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Have you seen the Fred movies by any chance? That horrible Fred.
And I did not like them.
Okay, so you remember Judy, the Fred's like the girl he's like obsessed with?
Yeah.
They got together at the end of that movie. So I did some reading into the making behind the scenes of that film. Pixie Lott, Judy's actress, hated being in that movie so much that she like refused to be in the sequels. That's why they wrote her out of the sequel by when Fred was like, "Oh, remember Judy from the last movie? I dumped her." Yeah, that was because they had to write that in to make at least some kind of explanation as to why she didn't come back for the sequel.
It's probably the best because those movies suck. And I love John Cena, and I think he's a talented actor, but come on, bro. You could have done better.
Absolutely. No, that movie cost $4 million to make. I'm sure half of that was like Cena's paycheck.
Yeah.
Which I take no credit. I take no credit for that. You should check out Possum Reviews. I'll send you a link to his channel.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so great to hear that Henry Danger is getting more and more love now than he was when his show came out.
Yeah.
Like Jace Norman, round of applause for you, buddy.
Is that the director?
Yeah, that's the actor that plays Henry. So.
Yeah, it's like the character himself is growing up with the fans.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, Jace started off when he was 13, and then he ended the show in his 20s.
Yeah.
Still
by the way,
teenager.
I watched the iCarly revival front to back finally.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, it was really good. It deserved better. Like, even though it was a revival, it still deserved better.
Yeah. You know, Thunderman's got a revival, even though they've been gone for how long?
Really?
Yeah, they got a new show, and I thought that was stupid as heck.
You know, you talked me into watching American Dragon, Jake Long, last year.
Yeah.
Do you think that show deserves a revival?
I do. I think so. If Phineas and Ferb's getting a revival, I think Jake Long should get a revival.
Because, I mean, I was pretty satisfied with the finale overall. But I feel like there's a lot more potential. Like, what if it continues Jake's story as like a college student?
That's why why the show was canceled. They were going to do a third season. Oh my god. They were going to do a third season, but they canceled that and the live action movie they had planned.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just want to see
like a movie like to end it off, like Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno with the Incredible Hulk.
Okay, stay with me on this. So Jake is 13, right? And that shows me it's 2005. So Jake must be born like in 1992, right? And assuming that Spud and Trixie are the same age that he is, right?
Yeah.
So 1992, for context on the Chinese calendar, that was a year of the monkey. Jesus. So what if get this, stay with me. What if Jake keeps his dragon form and advances with it, and he takes Spud on a quest to a monastery during his year of the monkey, right?
Yeah.
And he becomes an actual monkey. Like he gets he gets like a Bigfoot form or something like that, like a super large like beastly primate form or something.
Yeah.
So that he gets like superpowers too, just like his best friend.
I would not lie, that would be cool. But
yeah, which by the way, I was born Year of the Tiger, 1998. Tigers and monkeys, we don't fuck with each other. Those are like the two least compatible signs.
Another subject that we're going to be talking about today, now that we got Henry Danger out of the way, let's talk about Jimmy Neutron 2 that's been announced. The sequel for Jimmy Neutron. Did you grow up with the original show?
Oh, yeah.
I did too. Did you watch the movie?
Oh, the movie that's based on? I actually have not. I feel really embarrassed.
The show, believe it or not, that's what
that movie. I do know that movie lost the Oscar to Shrek.
Yeah,
because Shrek won that Oscar over Monsters Inc. And that movie Jimmy Neutron for the first animated film, the first animated feature Oscar. That and frickin' Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit are the only two DreamWorks movies that have ever won that Oscar. Again, this is why I hope The Wild Robot wins this year.
I love Wallace and Gromit, so I'm happy that Netflix made that movie.
I still haven't watched it. I've been slacking on the Oscar nominees. By the way, I got this popcorn from the movie last night. It was a refill that I saved. I saw
What'd you went to go see?
I saw Monkey Man. No, excuse me, Monkey, the Monkey, the new Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah,
it was good.
What do you think about this sequel? What do you think about this? Be honest. Are you excited? Are you a little nervous?
I'm just curious to see. I'm nervous because of how much of a train wreck Planet Sheen was. Do you remember that?
Oh God, don't remind me.
Which I liked that show in middle school. I thought it was funny back then, but it's one of those shows where you look at it back as an adult. It doesn't age well like Avatar or SpongeBob. It's just like, oh wow,
or
that was
the original Jimmy Neutron. Yeah.
So I wonder if they're still going to take that show into consideration. Is Sheen coming back, or they just let's forget that show ever happened?
Planet Sheen.
Yeah, they're just going to let's pretend. Let's forget that ever happened.
Yeah, or debunk the show, which I hope they don't do.
How about this? My Nickelodeon 13-year-old fan fiction idea comes to life, where all the Nicktoons come together to save Los Angeles from an invasion of aliens and Nicktoon supervillains. Right? What if that movie ends? Okay, what if that movie ends with Zuko, Toph, SpongeBob, Patrick, Jimmy, Carl, and the whole ass crew from all different Nickelodeon cartoons just getting together and celebrating their victory by having Zuko just light a whole mountain of the DVDs of those horrible movies and shows and all the DVDs from the last Airbender movie from M. Night Shyamalan that we don't speak of.
Oh, or M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah, and they just burn a whole stack of all Nickelodeon's low points and just dance. And how would you like it if Zuko teaches Patrick and SpongeBob how to redirect lightning?
That would be awesome.
Azula says as she's in Hollywood Hills about to take over Los Angeles, she's like, "This is my city now," and she blasts Patrick with lightning, and Patrick redirects at her, screaming, "No, this is Patrick."
That would be funny. But yeah, it would be cool. I don't know if this movie will go straight to Paramount Plus or come to theaters. We'll just have to see. But again, I'm nervous, but excited at the same time because I did grow up with Jimmy Neutron. I love the show. I have the complete series on DVD at home on my shelf next to the original Thundercats DVD and Danny Phantom complete series. So yeah, I'm excited but nervous. I hope this movie's good. They better.
I hope too.
They better make this right, because if this movie sucks, Paramount, we're gonna have problems.
All
right. Let's talk about Avatar for the rest of the stream, and then I'm gonna have to end it at 40% because my phone's about to die.
Oh yeah.
I had it charged all day, and then my boss showed up, so I had to unplug the charger because he was here. But I was downloading my next Avatar Pandora video.
Oh, that's cool.
You're going to love the video because there's a part when I got lost and I was supposed to head to the right direction, and I was feeling stupid, so I put the scene from the 2012 TMNT where Raph's like, "Are you an idiot?" Let me scratch that. You're an idiot.
Nah.
It's because I'm calling myself an idiot. But
yes,
let's get into Avatar's 20th anniversary. I'm going to go walk around because I'm not sitting here by myself 24/7.
Yeah, so the mall that I worked down the street from here in Columbus, the Polaris Mall is what's called. There's an FYE at that store, which I've seen FYEs in Florida before. You might have one in your neighborhood, like FYE for your entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like a less emo version of Hot Topic. They sell band shirts, they sell DVDs, CDs, movies, a lot of toys and a lot of anime themed stuff. Yeah. And they have a cookbook, an official Avatar: Last Airbender cookbook.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
I know the air nomads in the show are all vegetarians, so I'm not vegan. I eat my fair share of meat, but it's nice that hey, they're being inclusive.
Yeah.
And things like that.
It's great that the show is being more noticed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I started watching it when the pandemic started because at the time.
Oh really? So
at the time,
you never grew up watching it?
I did grow up watching it. But as a kid, I didn't really care about the story arcs. I just cared about the bending. I used to watch it a lot with my uncle. So I rewatched it when I hit 18. At the time, I was watching season 6 of The Flash from the CW. And I was getting bored of that because, you know, the show nowadays, like before, like the show has went downhill since season 6.
Wow.
No, season 5, people started hating on it more. No, season 4 is when people started hating on the show a little bit more. I started watching it. Yes, there's some decisions I would take back from The Flash, but oh well. You know, I was getting bored of season 6. Wasn't my favorite season, by the way. There was a lot of flaws on season 6. I will not lie.
Huh.
But I was happy enough to put on Avatar when it first came out on Netflix, and I binged it until the night before my first day of school.
Ooh, wow.
So I finished it by then, and I was super duper proud of myself.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and now I rewatched it again after I watched the first season of the live action Netflix show on Netflix. So, you know, I love the show so much. It's a deep down. It's my number one favorite cartoon, along with Danny Phantom and the 2012 TMNT. 2003 is number 4.
Really?
Yeah, for animated.
I mean, here's the thing. Are you considering them like a spot, like, you know, for like, you know, back to back, like number 4 is the 2003 show, number 3 is the 2012 show?
Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind that. I don't feel right including like 2 shows from the same franchise on the same list, you know what I mean?
I won't probably add it on the same list. You know, and I plan on making a top 10 favorite cartoons to watch.
Okay. Well, you do
but
you.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna if you want to include both shows, that hey, it's your
I'll
list.
probably
That's
put it
fine.
like at number 5, maybe 2003.
Okay.
But like, I wouldn't put it. I mean, I right now I'm putting it next to 2012. Yeah, it had a bad season after season 6, which I liked. Fast Forward. A lot of people hated Fast Forward.
Really?
Just like I hate Back to the Sewers. A lot of people hate Back to the Sewers. With Avatar, not one season was bad. Yeah, it had one bad episode for me, and that was the Appa episode. I thought that episode was boring.
Oh, Appa's Lost Days?
Yeah, I did not really like that episode.
The Great Divide is the weakest episode from season 1.
Okay. But my
That one got a
favorite
lot of
season
bad
will have
reviews.
to go to season 3.
Oh yeah, mine too.
Oh man, that freaking music when he takes away Ozai's bending.
Yep.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
Season 3 though does have its fair share of filler at the first half of it,
Yeah.
but it gets to the good stuff pretty quick. That's the one
Mark
thing
Hamill,
I'll say.
though? I didn't know that Ozai was Mark Hamill.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize that. He's in voices in so many shows. He was Ozai in Avatar. He's the plant ghost from Danny Phantom.
And he skips in regular show.
And he also voiced a character in the 2012 TMNT.
Really?
I'm not going to tell you which season now and what episode or what character. Let's just say he comes from down there.
Ooh.
Yes. But it was cool to hear him play a character. And one of the things I really like about the animated show more than the live action Netflix show, like nothing against that show, but like they introduced stuff way too much in the live action show.
Really?
They introduced Azula really early, which I did not like. Ozai's face was revealed. That was one of the things I really liked about the animated show. Is like,
yeah,
he was a
they
mystery.
made Ozai really mysterious, menacing, but mysterious.
But I love that they shared. One of the things I didn't really like, I was kind of disappointed from the animated show, and I understand why they didn't show it, was how the fight was between him and his father, Zuko, and his dad, Ozai. In the live action show, they show it a little bit, but they don't show us when he got the scar. And they also show us when he got banned.
Huh.
I thought that was an interesting take.
I hear that like the live action show that has a scene where like Aang reunites at Monk Gyatso when like in a weird purgatory kind of thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And also, the only reason why I haven't watched a live action show yet. I don't care about spoilers. I would only really watch it for Amber Midthunder as Princess Yue.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Yeah,
That
for
was
those
one
of you who
my pet
don't
peeves
know,
about the animated show and the movie is that her that character was just so weak. Like she had no character development throughout the show.
okay, for those of you,
don't
okay,
even
there's
get
two
to-
people. There's two
Huh?
people on stream right now. For those of you who don't know, Amber Midthunder got her big break with Prey, the Predator prequel that was out on Hulu back in 2022. Yeah, that movie is like it's a Predator film. It takes place in the 1700s. Yeah, when the Amber Midthunder plays this Comanche girl who has to like save her village from the Predator and like French fur trappers. Yeah, fantastic movie. I mean, you guys like it got me into the Predator franchise because I never got around to watching any older Predator films when I was a kid, but like that film got me hooked. And like she's of Navajo descent, and it's like great represent. It's like she's great representation for Hollywood for Native American actresses.
Yeah.
And like she's gonna be in a new movie this March called Novocaine. I'm really excited for it because she plays like main character's love interest. Like she is drop dead gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm glad to hear she did a good job though. But like, what's your favorite Uncle Iroh quote?
That's a good one. They're all really good.
I know.
I'm just gonna say a moment from the animated show. That's all I can say because I don't really remember. It's already at 10%. Holy God. I'm gonna say my favorite scene will be the scene where Zuko goes to apologize to Iroh. You know, after what he's done, and Iroh just hugs him, and Zuko's like, "I thought you'd be furious with me," and he's like, "I was never angry. I was sad that you lost your ways." You know,
I
that
remember
was
that
such
scene.
a beautiful scene that it made me cry on my second viewing.
Yep.
Like
That and like the leaves from the vine scene from season 2 when he sings for his son.
Yeah.
My favorite Uncle Iroh quote is I made an edit out of it on my channel back in 2020. And it was like, this tea is nothing more than hot leaf juice. Uncle,
my God.
that's what all tea is. How could a member of my own family say something so horrible?
In my cinematic universe,
Uh-huh.
when Leo fought Zuko, was about to lose, and Zuko had Iroh talk to him to the point where Zuko drops the swords and let Leo go to help Aang and the others stop the multiverse drill or something like that from being destroyed because of Ozai.
Yep.
And I kind of twisted the scene where Iroh was talking to Zuko about taking Appa, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like better off like that.
Okay, Daily. Before your phone dies,
and I end
if we're gonna end the stream, like I'll give you my my top 5 favorite cartoons.
Alrighty, and I'll
Since
give you
mine.
mine. And then
Since you already gave me yours, you said your number 1 is Airbender, then Danny Phantom, then the two Ninja Turtle shows.
Yeah. All right, go.
What? Okay, number 5 would be South Park.
I don't know if that counts, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Okay.
An adult cartoon. Like I'm thinking about cartoons in general, not just like kids cartoons. But my number 4 is Looney Tunes. Look at Looney Tunes, just the franchise as a whole. Like I've always loved Looney Tunes since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Number 3 favorite is Teen Titans, the 2003 show on Cartoon Network.
Need to watch
that. Was a good year for Cartoon Network shows.
Yeah, I need to watch
Number 2 is Airbender. While I'd say that Airbender is the objectively better cartoon, my personal favorite cartoon of all time is SpongeBob.
Okay.
Like Airbender's like superior in terms of writing and characters and animation and like all that stuff, but SpongeBob is just like that show ever since preschool has really just molded me into the person that I am today. On all accounts.
Guys.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream. Thank you, TVB.
Thanks for having me, TVB. Daily.
I wish the stream was a lot longer, but again, my phone was charging. My boss came in, and then shit. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Silly goose.